behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there, it's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got a great interview coming up for you in just a couple moments. But first, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. And when you hit the bell, you're going to get notified of any new interviews coming your way. And we'd love to hear from you in the comments section, so leave a comment there if you'd like. And if you'd like to contact us, you can go to facebook.com/PalmMashTV, which is our official Facebook page. And feel free to like the page, inbox us, comment everything you see there. And if you want to email us, you can. It's palmmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And you can use that not just if you're a band or a solo artist wanting to be on the show, but if you're just simply a fan of the show. We'd love to hear from you there as well. And all these things are going to be recapped for you at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. Well, we got a special guest for you from Los Angeles, California for the second time on our show. We have Jim West of Weird Al Yankovic, and we're going to be having that in just a second. He's going to be recapping us on things since last time. And but first, let's have a quick word from Click Jam, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
Okay, well, it's interview time again as promised, and with us we have a special guest. This is a second appearance on the show from Los Angeles, California. Please welcome Jim West of Weird Al Yankovic. Thanks for joining us, Jim.
Aloha.
So tell us about a few things that's been going on with you, but I know one thing, you won a Grammy a couple months back, and congratulations on that.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, that was quite a surprise. I've been a member of the Recording Academy for a long time, but I only started submitting my records a few years ago, for consideration. And I was completely surprised to get nominated, but then, to win was just over the top. It was the only downside of it was that because of COVID, there was no actual, physical ceremonies or parties, so, normally there's parties and all kinds of events, but it was just me in my studio here with a glass of wine, and that was pretty much it.
Well, like you said, that was pretty awesome for you. And so tell us a little bit about more things that have been going on with you. Like we just got to talk about COVID, and I'm sure there's a few things that's been going on with you because I know you're still making music.
Yeah, well, obviously none of us could go out and play live shows over the last year and a half, pretty much. It's starting to come back now, but it's all good because I have a studio here and I like to record. So during COVID, I did a lot of recording. I recorded another record which just came out in June, which is called Kahonua Maluhia, which means peaceful world. So that just came out in June. But I was busy recording, doing other projects. I did a lot of in-studio videos that I put up on YouTube. I think I did about 20 or 25 of those. So, it wasn't too bad for me. I stayed busy, the whole time and busy now working on a bunch of different projects.
Oh, okay. I guess you're still kind of touring with Weird Al a little bit, doing some stuff with him.
Well, we haven't done anything, studio-wise or touring, but we're hopefully next year. The plan is to get out and tour next year. That's, of course, if everything goes as planned with COVID, we'll see how that happens. But if we do, it'll be, it could be a lengthy tour. It could be a world tour. I'm not really sure, but anyway, we're all keeping our fingers crossed.
Okay. Well, I hope I get to see you. Maybe you'll come by near me, and maybe if I can work it out, I might stop by and see you guys.
Sure. That'd be great.
And because I love to see Bermuda again, many years ago I interviewed Bermuda on my very first episode. So,
oh wow, great!
So that'll be good, and of course I'm sure you'll tell them hello for me.
I will.
And let's see, how about anything else? Is that pretty much the gist of everything that's been going on?
Well, you know, I have been able to work in my garden a lot. So this
Oh,
summer was really, you know, being home all the time. I was like, that's one of my hobbies. So since I was home, I was able to keep an eye on my garden. So I ended up getting a lot of good vegetables this year, and tomatoes and squash and everything. So that's been kind of fun. And I have played a couple of shows, just little outdoor, smaller outdoor shows. Well, one of them was a fairly big amphitheater, but you know, some outdoor shows, 2 or 3 shows, which is kind of fun. You know, it's a little hard to kind of remember all the songs again after not playing them for so long, but that, and then I've taken on you know, a number of collaboration projects with I've got a project coming out with my friend Josh Jaffe from Santa Barbara, and that's a really interesting project. That's might not, I think the first single won't be out till the fall, but I've also done some collaborations with a guitarist in Switzerland named Jörg Kindle. He's a great classical guitar player. So we've done some collaborations. We put out one single a couple of weeks ago, and we've got another one coming out on Friday, which will be out digitally, you know, not a physical disc, but it'll be out, you know, in Spotify and Pandora and all the digital places. So people can look for it there. But it's yeah, I've been staying real busy. A lot of new things in the works. I have another record that I've started that wouldn't put out till next year, but it's underway, and I've had some great people playing on it. I just recently had Greg Leese in here playing steel guitar. He's a real legend in the steel guitar world, and he's played with everybody from Clapton to John Mayer to Joni Mitchell. He's on tour with Jackson Browne right now. So he was in the studio doing some pedal steel guitar for me a few weeks ago. So you know, I stay pretty busy.
well, that's pretty good, Jim. I'm glad that you're not letting COVID get you down there. That's the important thing. And everybody, I guess you'll want to go download that music he was talking about on those streaming platforms. I know he would love you for that. And we're getting, and speaking of your music, we're getting ready to play this music video you sent me. It's called Frangipani. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yeah, that's another name for the plumeria flower, and it's you know, when you go to Hawaii, as soon as you get off the plane, you can smell this fragrance, and that's usually the plumeria flowers because the trees grow all over the place. So it's just another name for plumeria. It's one of my favorite fragrances, so I thought I'd just do some music inspired by a fragrance.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll be watching that in just a minute. But thanks again, Jim, for coming on the show. We'd love to have you back again sometime. Maybe we'll make it time number 3.
All right. My pleasure, Paul. Aloha.
Okay. And here's Frangipani by Jim West right here on Paul Mash TV. Don't go away. We'll be right back.